Hollow is easily one of the hottest live and recording bands on the scene today.
As a creative person, I often turn to Jupiter Hollow for creative inspiration. Thank you so much for being such a part of my life and my creative journey in this way. I really appreciate you guys and what you do.
Jupiter Hollow is easily one of my favorite bands. They're great guys, and they have this incredible stage intensity watching them live.
Jupiter Hollow, and a few words about how they've affected my life. Oh my God, where do I start? The theatrics that they bring to the crowd and the jaw-dropping musical prowess is second to none.
It's just beautiful. You guys f***ing rock, and I love being a part of your journey.
Greetings from Ireland, from your number one Irish fan. Been loving the new album Bereavement. There's some great tracks on there. The Mill. Oh, I love the first track off the album, the acoustic-y kind of one.
Jupiter Hollow has impacted me as a musician, made me want to be better, has made me realize that I don't just have to be a drummer, I don't just have to be a singer, I don't have to limit myself on the social constraints of what a band should be.
The Jupiter Hollow experience brought me a lot of great music throughout the years and a connection with a band I've never had before.
As a fellow musician and huge fan of progressive rock, I was completely blown away when I first heard Jupiter Hollow. I love the band, love the guys, Kenny and Grant, keep doing what you're doing.
Fearless. They were technically brilliant, but never in a way that took away from the songs. And their latest record is called Bereavement. It's their best work yet, trust me. Favorite song on here is called Solar Gift. It's the epic that closes out the album. Can't wait to see what these guys are up to next. Grant and Kenny, over to you.
You know, I could go on for hours about how Jupiter Hollow has impacted my life, but I think the biggest and most important way was how it served as a key catalyst for my growth as a musician. It pushed me through a lot of rough spots throughout my career. I owe a big part of that to Grant and Kenny from Jupiter Hollow.
The Jupiter Hollow experience has brought a lot of excitement to my life, actually. Not a lot of local bands make concept albums or put so much thought into like the final product of their albums.
So what the Jupiter Hollow experience has brought into my life was definitely during the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, when there was no live music to be seen. Jupiter Hollow was putting up live streams on social media platforms like Facebook, and they were very consistent with it. And this was a time where there was absolutely no live music. It was just at the beginning of the pandemic, and they also had came out with their album Bereavement, which I enjoyed very much, especially the song of Rosedale. That one really stood out to me. At that time in my life where everything was kind of hopeless and sad and we didn't know when the world was going to get back to normal, it brought a lot of hope and, something to look forward to in the future.
I remember in the 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way up into like the mid-2000s, when you could listen to the radio and you could hear amazing new artists, you could hear great music that didn't all sound the same. Nowadays it's a little harder. Nowadays you have to seek it out yourself. What Jupiter Hollow did for me is it allowed me to find a fantastic band that I had never heard before that is both familiar and original and exciting, and I appreciate that.
Nothing but great things to come for you guys. You've got such a vision for progressive metal. And you're pioneers in your field. Two kids from Canada, much respect.
These guys are saying what everybody is thinking, that rock and roll is not dead. And to name drop another great Canadian band, what Rush was to my generation, I see Jupiter Hollow being to their generation. And those words do not come lightly from me. So Grant, Kenny, love you guys. Wish you nothing but the best in the years to come. Thank you for the music, and keep on rocking.